Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Slow. Ready. 319.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
He finds Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Taylor. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Taylor will throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Here's a former 1,000-yard man for the Jets. It's Chris Ivory. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Slow. From the gun, it's Taylor. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Slow. Ready. 319.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Green 39! Green 39!
On the counter, it's Corral. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Now let's go! 319! 319! Leopard! Leopard!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39!
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Corral. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in 1st downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a 1st down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Here's Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
319! 319!
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Crowell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And here come the Bills. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Taylor will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Slow. Wide, get wide.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. On 2nd down, Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Taylor. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Green 39. Green 39.
Darnold on 1st down. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Here we go now. Blue
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
And he finds Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Here we go. 3-19.
A first down throw, Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I got a big grin on my face, too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Taylor's throw there should have been intercepted, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
3-19.
On third down, Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Lewis. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
On third down, Joel. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They run. This is Lewis. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. Steps away to his left. Airing one deep for Curse. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Corral. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
After the penalty, it's Corral. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the toss, Lewis. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Myers able to knock it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop him with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Taylor on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Darnold down to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
3-19.
Now Lewis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And they'll run it here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they
trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Stepping up, he's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Green 39, green 30.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. A screen complete to Crowell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Again, it's Lewis. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's got a new one. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 30.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Darnold buying time to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Now pounced right back on it, keeps possession. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now it's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Taylor will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now Taylor to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Taylor. Hard throw, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And New York set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 319. 319.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Back now in Buffalo, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Here's Murphy. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. That is incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And that's incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
On 3rd and goal, Taylor. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills are forced to settle for 3. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And now running right through it, Isaiah Crowell. He's all alone. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Taylor will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
All right, here we go.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Darnold. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Darnold. Airing one deep for Curse. And this is caught at the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he has the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
All day, every day, any day.
And they take a knee. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout,
because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But when I was calling college football, I saw a game that a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent, and in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle.
Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And the Bills have recovered. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And they will take a knee here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they'll indeed take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Watch 25.
And they take a knee. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, ready. 319. 319.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jets, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.